Hey Femme Founders, hi everyone. I'm so excited to announce that I just had the consultation and I am getting butt implant surgery. Just a disclaimer, I am not sad inside. I'm a very happy person. I love myself, love my body, and I've been thinking about this for many years, and you can't stop a train that's going full force. So I already made up my mind. I was born female. I always felt like a woman and wanted to look like a curvier woman. I know this because I had my boobs done and it changed my life. For the half of the population out there who have had children like me, that body changes after giving birth. So your hormones change chemically, physically, mentally, everything just goes haywire, and it takes a while to get back to the way it was. But most of the time it doesn't exactly go back to the way it was, because that's fine. That's womanhood. Your body goes on a journey. It's gorgeous, it's beautiful inside and out, and some people handle it better than others, and every situation is different. But I just want to let you know that I feel you. I've had the deflated nipples. It was crooked after weaning, after when you get all the milk out. It mentally changes you forever, and feeling good about your body is important to any human being, period. I love you all, by the way. So as for the butt implants, I am going to forego a BBL, Brazilian butt lift, because I am 5'2.5". I say and a half because everywhere I check, it always says exactly 5'2.5". At multiple doctor's offices, at the airport, whatever. I weigh 100 pounds or 45 kilos, and meters wise, I am 1.6 meters tall. So I am quite petite. So like I fit into a 0 to 2, and my top is a 2 because my boobs are literally double D's. So anyway, I'm petite and with not enough fat on my body, so I don't want to change my eating habits. I'm fine with the way I eat, and I don't like that uncomfortable feeling of eating way too much and stuffing yourself. I like my eating habits. So the scientific approach is something that people tend to do when going to butt implants, but here are some things you need to know before your consultation, or even after your consultation if you already are like a high-speed train like me. So people have a tendency to look at the facts first. Like they'll get really technical, like, oh, you have to do this when you have butt surgery. You have to do this and that. And it's not true. So like they say, you go to the doctor. The doctor's the one who's done thousands and thousands of surgeries. He can just look at you, or she can just look at you and say, oh, you need this, this, and this. Like, it's going to be too tight on your body, or it's going to be too loose on your body. It's going to look better on this side, or we need to fill up one more than the other. So just listen to the doctor, listen to your body. I know you want unrealistic Instagram model expectations. Who doesn't? Well, not everyone does, but to each their own. And it's perfectly okay to think like, oh, I need to do this, I need to do that. Some things you really do need to do, like take antibiotics just to be safe, don't get any infections, but you don't necessarily have to take all the pain pills that they prescribe you just in case. It's just a precaution. And a lot of people say before going to get into butt implants, they say, oh, you need this many weeks of rest, you need this many months of this. It's not true. So each individual is different. So a lot of people have this tendency to go on the internet, research what the average people go through. And the thing is, when you experience it, it's usually, it can be what they say, but it's, from my experience, my perspective is so different. It's usually not what people say. So be sure to consult with a doctor, with a professional. They're the expert. So listen to them. And they've done so many surgeries. And what I did, and what you can do, is find photos of someone whose body type is quite similar to yours, and who has the features or whatever it is that you want to do that is close to yours, so that it seems more realistic and you can get a closer image and goal to share with the doctor. I created a whole presentation for my friends and family of the butt I want, and I even created a mood board for the doctor to say, these are what I want. Here's the range of potential butt implants, butt styles, butt shapes that I want to do for my body. And he was telling me, this was perfect because the doctor was telling me, you're more on the thinner side, so you're going to look more like this image as opposed to this a bit more extreme image, which made a lot of sense. And I do a lot of research, and I don't necessarily do it because because I think that's what's going to happen to me. It's just I want to be prepared for anything. So I won't look at worst case scenarios. It's like that happens, but I know I take care of myself very well, especially aftercare is even more important than the surgery sometimes. So I've had bad aftercare where I had scars for like 4 years. I still have the scars and they're barely going away now because I approached the aftercare totally incorrectly. Anyway, but no, the doctor didn't tell me. So that I feel like wasn't 100% my fault, and I did all the research I could. So if you have questions, just make a list of them, and while you're with the doctor, or email your doctor or the patient coordinator, and they will answer all the questions. And by the way, usually in a surgery office, if it's a small firm, if it's a small business, everybody in the office knows everybody's job and knows most of what happens with the surgeries. So if you have a question, just ask anybody in the office. If they say they don't know, then they don't know. But like the patient coordinator is most likely going to be the one to tell you a lot of the things, or their assistant will, or the receptionist, even if it's a small place, they will tell you a lot of information that you need to know. They probably have a lot of up close and personal experience with those patients because they're the one handling all their paperwork. I can say that because I was a patient coordinator assistant. I worked in a Beverly Hills Plastic Surgery Center. I really love that office, and I was the one who walked through patients through the whole process of getting a procedure, through the consultants, through the paperwork and payments, and I also worked close with the doctor where the doctor knows what they're talking about, so trust them. And if it's a small place, trust the people all around you. Just ask them all the questions you need to know. But my presentation and my mood board, you can click the link below to see what I actually asked the doctor. And if you know Mathilde Tanto and her sister Pops Tanto, they're twin French models, French and Persian models, and they were the butts that I was looking for. So I'll put a picture up here. But anyway, so here I was looking on realself.com. So realself.com is literally a place, it's a platform where all the community of plastic surgeons and med spa places, so like all the plastic surgeons that deal with cosmetic enhancements, elective surgeries, as like everything from calf surgery to facial injections like filler and Botox, and to PRP, microneedling, and everything to like breast augmentation, butt implants, you name it, hand filler, you name it. So this is like the holy mecca of where plastic surgeons unite and convene, and you can ask all the questions there to a bunch of professionals. A lot of them will give like kind of vague answers if you have a question. Some will give vague answers and some will give really specific answers. So depending on who it is that's giving, depending on the doctor. So some doctors want you to come in for a consultation or schedule a call or warm you up to the idea of visiting their office somehow or contacting them. So they will give you vague information. And then there's other doctors who give you a really good amount of value, and then it makes you trust them more and you warm up to them, or you just get your question answered and then you're on your way. So I research an average of things to know for butt implant surgery, but I also consulted with my doctor just a couple questions. I had a bunch of questions, not necessarily about aftercare in surgery or surgery, but there's a lot of technical things that are going to happen that you might not be aware of. So these are the things to know. But I asked my doctor like only a couple things because I was worried about only these things, because I've had surgeries before and I know how to mostly take care of myself, especially after having worked at a plastic surgery center. So the first things first with butt implants is you might have drains. Some doctors don't have drains for butt implants. So my doctor is known to have drains, to use drains. So there's going to be a lot of excess liquid when you have the surgery apparently, and there's like blood and you have to measure it and see where you are and see that you're not going overboard or too little, or I don't know if there's too little, but if it's too much, then there might be a problem. But the drains literally stick out of your butt and apparently it's uncomfortable. So first off is drains last 7 to 9 days, and the whole time that you have them, you cannot shower. So you're just going to have to sponge bath yourself or baby wipes, whatever method you want to use to groom. And then compression garment for 6 weeks. So the reason for the compression garments is that when you sit, when you move, when you sit, you're not going to be sitting on your booty. You're going to be sitting on your legs, and then you have to have a pillow that you sit on your legs and then your booty like hangs off of it and you can lean back in the chair. So the reason for compression garments is when you sit, if your butt cheeks are too big, or like not too big, or if they're really big and they're intense, when you sit or try to sit or lie down, they're going to spread. And so it's going to rip the wound open if they like spread too far apart and stretch. So what you want to do is like keep your body as tight as possible with this, basically what's like Spanx. So like a compression garment, and it's best if it has the crotch opening. So I would have multiple of these. I notice a lot of people just get like one. I don't know if they hand wash it and remove it. Who knows? I would try to keep it on as much as I can without getting like a yeast infection. So I would try to have multiple pairs of them so I can alternate, because it's like your period. If you wear a pad, it's like, yeah, you're changing the pad, but the inside of the panties get all the sweat where the crotch area is. So you want to be fresh as possible and you don't want to get any infections. So then stitches in place 7 to 10 days. So when I worked in the plastic surgery center, it's usually like 5 days to a week. So like 5 to 7 days. So this makes a lot of sense. And as long as it's like 7 days, and it should be like drastically healed by then. So when you get surgery, especially the very beginnings of the cuts, your body is healing very rapidly using all the protein. So eat as much protein as possible, as much highly dense nutritious foods, and then no sitting for 3 weeks. But my doctor said when I consulted, because I was asking, I'm going on holiday, I'm going to go to Greece. That's supposed to be a surprise, but you're going to see it anyway in my video. But I got a packing video coming up. So I am not allowed to walk after 8 weeks. 8 weeks. That's a lot of time to prepare for. It's a good thing I work from home. It's a good thing I work from a laptop. It's a good thing I don't show up every day. I don't drive every day to work. So that is a huge encumbrance in my life. That's going to drastically change my schedule, the way I live, and living on my stomach. I'm probably going to get some abs. And I remember when I had my boobs done, I couldn't even open the fridge. So, it was a lot of strength, and you have no idea how much you use your muscles, especially your butt, because you're constantly sitting, where like my upper body strength until now is not 100% since getting my boobs done, because I was always afraid that I was going to do something to ruin them, and that's a whole other thing. But no physical activity for 3 months is the average, and I would play it really safe, especially when it comes to healing from surgery, because it's one thing to have surgery, but to pay attention to aftercare is a huge deal. So the reason for aftercare is a huge deal because your body just needs to heal properly. And I mean, you need to sleep, you need to eat, forget about heavy exercise. So like walking, just getting your blood flowing naturally, really mellowly, is that a word? Portspons, whatever. So in a mellow manner, and then so light exercise you can do after 3 to 4 weeks apparently, and then heavy lifting 6 to 8 weeks, but no swimming for months is what my doctor said straight up, because I am going on holiday, and all I wanted to do was wear swimsuits, and I was like, when can I wear a thong again? When can I wear this again? When can I walk again? Do all the holiday things. And he was like, take care of yourself, chill. And so I ended up planning it to get it after my surgery, because I was so excited. I wanted to book it ASAP, but there's not enough time between now and the actual holiday in July. So anyway, I hope you like this, and I will post more things to know, any updates. But I'm so excited, my announcement. Woohoo! Oh, by the way, my doctor is Dr. Kenneth Hughes in Los Angeles here. I have been eyeing his work for many years now. When I say I am a high-speed train running, I definitely mean it. So you can check out his link of his work here, and you'll see my presentation of my mood boards. And he said I'm really small, so what I'm getting is 400 cc's or 400 milliliters. So what that means is I'm very petite, and on his website, as we were consulting, he mentioned how there were other patients who were getting 300 to 400 cc's, and he said I'm very small, so I have to, it doesn't make sense for me to wear 400 cc implants because that is too big for me, and I don't mind because I want to look proportionate. And my problem is I've never had a butt. My whole life I've never had a butt. I do not like the idea of eating and working. I work out like heck. I did Daisy Keach's butt workout. My butt was rock hard, like steel. And but it just didn't get big because I don't think I ate enough. Well, there's nothing I can do, and I think it's just like genetic. So nobody in my family has a butt, seriously. So we're all sticks. Anyway, I was looking at Dr. Kenneth Hughes' work for a long time, and he pointed out in my mood board that you will see, he's like, the thinnest patient in your mood board is the one that you will look like. So as he was the expert speaking, I trust my life in his hands. Essentially, I literally do, because when you go under, you don't know what's gonna happen. I've had surgeries where I've woken up in the middle of the surgery and I saw my body cut open, and I was like, oh my gosh. And I started a conversation with the doctor. So like, your life is in someone else's hands, and you better trust this person. You better do your research. You better like their work. So don't go in blind. It's like, yeah, you want the best to happen for your body, but you also have to do the other half of the work of aftercare. So remember how important this is. Do all the things and then some. So go the extra mile when it comes to taking care of your body. I know it sounds like a lot of work, but if you're getting surgery, it's not natural for people to get cut open. So you have to do the extra care that's involved with these unnatural things. And if you're going to this extent, you might as well go further the distance, and you might as well go the distance and really take care of your body, take care of yourself. And I cannot wait to post everything. I'm gonna vlog like crazy. I have done my research. I know what I'm in for. There's apparently a ton of pain. I did my nose surgery with no painkillers. I tried it once because like when you're in the surgery, they have a pill or like some kind of medicine that they put in you in the surgery so that it kills the pain, and you wake up and you feel okay. You just like a little loopy, and they wheel you out. But I heard this surgery is intense. Like the pain is excruciating, but I cannot wait. I'm so excited because I know that it's gonna be so worth it. I've been dying for a butt for years. I've been told since I was a child that I have no bum, and like it's just like messed with my whole lifestyle. Literally, I will not do certain things because I'm trying to hide my bum, because I'm self-conscious. I hold so much back in my life because of this. It's so weird. Like, I don't wear jeans. I always lie and say jeans are uncomfortable. It's like, no, people look pretty freaking incredible when they're wearing jeans. Well, I wish I could wear jeans, and I can't. Like, if I turn to the side or turn to the back, I took pictures of my butt and the side of my butt. And someone, like a friend of mine, she's like, there's no way, like, you have a butt. And then I showed her the pictures, and she's like, that's not true. That's not you. I've seen you in person. I was like, well, have you? So like, it's like, yeah, we're friends and you probably see the best of me, but it really messes with me. Like, I have to avoid so many things in my life. Like, I have to avoid the way I stand a certain way. I have to like try extra hard for a lot of things. I know it's like a really first world problem, but it's a problem, and problems are relative. So I would walk out of a room a certain way. I would wear certain shoes, killing myself just to make it look like I have a bum. I would wear certain clothes just to accentuate or hide the fact that I don't have a bum. I would like scoot out of a room a certain way. I would wear a swimsuit a certain way. I would wear a certain swimsuit. I would avoid wearing swimsuits. I would avoid wearing so many things, and I can't live my life. And if I just like could wear a pair of jeans every single day, I would be fine. But I can't. I wear dresses because I'm hiding my figure, and I'm trying really, really hard. I know it sounds silly, it sounds ridiculous to some people, but like, it really, like, sometimes I just want to go on a hike without being scrutinized for having, like, I live in Los Angeles, so like, I turn around and someone's like wincing at my butt, and it's like, ugh, I hate it. But, and like, no matter what I do to work out, it just won't change, and it's so annoying. Ugh, I'm not gonna cry anyway. But But I'm very excited. I'm glad to share this with you guys, and this is a journey I have been dying for. It's so expensive. That's why I've been waiting for years too. And I was like, this is the year, and then I'm gonna be a perfect person, because after this is literally my dream. I have done everything I wanted to my body. I've done my nose, I've done my boobs, and now my butt. And I know it sounds like a lot, but you should have seen me before. Like, my nose was like split in half. It was really broken when I got the nose surgery, and then this was from having a baby boy. And then my butt is just for me. My butt is like to feel like a woman again, to feel amazing. And for all the people who have had surgery or just feel my pain, I don't know if this is like real pain, whatever. It's definitely all in the mind. I treasure my body as it is. I love it so much, but like, I want to show myself how much more I can love it by doing this for myself. So I'll keep you updated. Thanks for watching.